For you to be somebody. For you to be somewhere. For you to dress well. For you to eat well. You must get educated.
This is Kibera, the largest urbanized slum in Africa. It's the most highly populated slum in Nairobi, Kenya. Over 60% of Nairobi's inhabitants live within a slum. Kibera is informally structured and lacks basic services such as sewage systems, medical care, electricity, and clean drinking water.
Life in Kibera, as you see, the houses will tell you.
You can have like a family of 10 people living in the same room. No toilets, no latrines. That room 10 by 10 is where the living room, bedroom, and also sometimes some of them they use like bathroom.
Currently, East Africa is suffering from a severe drought. In Kibera, families that don't have access to clean drinking water resort to taking water from the stream and boiling it.
In Kibera, if a child doesn't go to school, his life or her life will end up being in a mess. He or she will involve himself with the kind of things he sees in the surrounding. That is, he'll end up being a prostitute, a drug addict, or a thief. If a person has all that he needs and requires, he can't do such a thing. That means in their home they lack food. That's why they end up stealing. So I think their life at home is quite bad.
Some of them they are totally orphans and the single mothers due to domestic violence within the slum.
High crime rates, drug abuse, prostitution, and a high rate of HIV/AIDS characterizes the atmosphere that kids grow up in.
The circumstances really make it a pretty tough place to live, honestly, but there's so much joy here, especially with kids. There's so much hope for a better life.
We're trying our level best to change the Kibera itself. That's why we have the preschool here. The children in Kibera, the children in the school that I teach, they really inspire me. It has a positive impact in my life.
When I'm with those small children, we laugh, we do this and this, I'm just feeling very comfortable. I like this job. I like the work of teaching children. It's fun to me. I like it.
As a teacher, we try very much to bring up a child to feel free, to feel at home, to be jovial. We try to show that love and passion to the child.
I take the ball. I put it here. I put it here.
I do believe it brings a very social and positive impact in their life.
Then I give it to Winnie. Balance the ball for us.
Education is very, very important, and that's why we're here because of these small children.
I take the ball. I put it here.
I feel like I'm supposed to wake up every day in the morning. I get to my house very late for the sake of their future life.
The children should really enjoy chapati. They were so happy to eat chapati today.
The first meal of the day many of the children get is at the school.
In the morning, they come to class, they just sleep. While you are just teaching, children are just sleeping because of hunger.
How are you, Mama? How are you?
They cannot learn while they are hungry.
A family without a job or work, getting even food is a problem.
A parent comes to them and says, I need to try to find work because I need to be able to feed my family, but I don't have anywhere for my kid to be. Can you take care of them? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. even though that parent doesn't have any money.
On an average day, there are 65 students and the number is rapidly growing. All three of the teachers teach at least 2 different age groups of students simultaneously.
We have young children too. Despite the fact I'm a teacher here as a profession, I'm also babysitting the young children. I'm doing like double up my job. We feel so pity if we leave a child maybe to stay at home because he or she doesn't have the school fees. We are denying that child a chance to change and impact a positive impact in her life. That's why despite they don't have the money and everything, we accommodate them. As a head teacher here, there's some challenges that we face. We don't have enough fund to provide food for the children since the number is increasing day by day and the food is still the same amount. So we have to squeeze, others get very little so that we can share. Secondly, we don't have enough things like the learning materials.
It is very difficult to teach a child without a book, even chairs in class. Children cannot read and write comfortable when they are sitting on the floor.
Those who are 3 years and below, they need to rest at times. It's part of their growth. We don't have the mattresses, enough mattresses to sleep on. It is good to employ a trained teacher and to maintain the teacher so that the parents also will have the confidence of trusting you with the children. Personally, I'm a trained teacher. We have around few trained teachers just for the sake of trying to volunteer ourselves because the salary is not really enough. It's not even a quarter of what we're supposed to be getting as professional teachers. At times we don't go with the salary at home. We go like a month without being paid. That money is used to buy food for the children.
Some of them, they get a better place where they can be paid good money. They leave us. I feel so guilty that somebody has left to work because we don't have enough money to pay them. So I feel so bad. It's not something good.
Without us, I cannot see whether we can get many people who can volunteer themselves to assist this.
They're really stretching their resources. They're stretching themselves as far as they can, and I'm scared that it's not going to be enough eventually, that they're barely hanging on right now.
If we will look at the side of money, we cannot help these children. So we are just volunteers ourselves to help these children to get something which will take them somewhere in the future.
That's why we are here. To nurture those young children as early as they is, to whatever place God is going to take us. Yeah.
And they have to take care of their own families. It's such a huge sacrifice, but they trust that something's gonna happen. They trust in the fact that they're not alone, that something has to happen because they've survived this far and they don't know how they're gonna keep surviving, but it's gonna happen. Whether we see it or not, whether we live halfway across the world, we're a part of this. We're a part of all of it. Just remember that we're all people. I think that's the most important thing to take away from this. There are so many stories everywhere, and some of them really need to be told.
We met a lot of challenges. In those challenges, you're growing. Academically.
Anybody watching this video, just know in your mind, this child from Kibera, a child from a slum area is not different from the child that you have. The environment that the child is living in is quite poor. Neither did the child choose to live in, but the circumstances did not allow the child to live in a better environment. But you and I can change that. You and I can change the future of that child, the lifestyle of that child. Thank you.
Everyone deserves education.
I put it here. I put it here. I put it here. I put it here. I perfecta. I wish everybody could be doing like the way Vale is doing.
Alala. Vincent ingia ndani. Na kikombe chako. Ukize so. Wapata makanda peleka Uganda sikamate.